Hey everyone, Papa here. I'm going to do a prelude to the Colorado, Wyoming BDRs. So I got this written as a script. I typed it up a while ago so I don't miss anything and don't stumble through the what I'm saying. So you'll see me looking down, reading off the computer what I typed earlier. So anyway, I got to say something about the ride before you watch the videos. If you watched the Chattahoochee BDR video that I did, then you know I did that one in preparation for the Colorado BDR because my friend Hunter, who has been doing this adventure riding for a long time, told me I need to learn how to ride on bigger rocks than what's on a gravel road. So when I finished the Chattahoochee BDRX, and there were boulders and rocks, I felt that I was at least somewhat prepared for the Colorado. When we started on the Colorado BDR, I was pumped. I had decided in my own mind that I got this. I'd watched all the YouTube videos on the sections of the Colorado BDR, like Overpass, Corkscrew, Hurricane, Cinnamon. Oprah was the one I was worried about because in the videos they talk about if you stop, you're not going to be able to get started again. And I watched several of them videos to see just how difficult it was. And I didn't really think it looked that difficult, but you know, as you watch these videos on YouTube, it don't show how steep these grades are. But anyway, I decided that I was going to motor up this thing. Nothing was going to stop me. Lo and behold, I got to a section that it pushed me into the wall. And luckily not over the side, but it pushed me into the wall and I came to a stop. But with just a little bit of effort, I was able to get the thing going again and I made it all the way to the top. When I got to the summit, I was feeling pretty good about it. My biggest problem I had was the tank bag on my bike. It's where I had the camera gear. You know, the extra batteries and the drone battery. I had drone batteries in there, so it was quite tall. It had me pushed back. So when you think about how steep, and then you got this tank bag and you're pushed back, you can't stand up. You're kind of hanging on to the handlebars. By the time I got to the top of Overpass, I was wore out. I was glad I made it without falling, but I was wore out. So next time I go ride on any of these type of BDRs, I won't be having a tank bag. My camera gear will be in the back of me some kind of way, whether it be in a backpack or another bag on the back of the bike, but I'm not going to have a tank bag because that thing was definitely in my way. Corkscrew Pass was the next pass we did. It was a steep pass with lots of switchbacks, and again, I was wore out by the time we got to Corkscrew. So I had decided I was going to try and do this one sitting down. Well, let me tell you, that was a bad idea. On one of the switchbacks, I gave it some gas, and the rear tire washed out on me, put me on the ground, where I kind of spun out in the middle of the road. I was under the bike, and I felt a pop in my left knee. I knew I'd just damaged my knee. I climbed out from underneath the bike. One of the guys I was riding with helped me stand up. I was no pain. I didn't feel any pain, and I was walking around, so I had stability. I squatted down a few times. I was able to squat, stand up, and walk. So I made a decision to keep going. I knew I'd injured my left knee. It didn't feel right. It felt loose inside. I ended up riding on that bad knee for 7 more days, taking Advil and Tylenol for the pain. The first couple of nights I was thinking about hanging it up and going back and getting to the doctor. But then when morning came around, I was pumped. I was ready to go to the next section. So I never did leave. It was a total of 3 weeks before I actually got to go see the doctor. problem with this, my confidence was gone, and I was not riding aggressive like I was when we first started. Because of this lack of confidence and not wanting to destroy my knee in another fall, I actually went down 7 more times, and most of it was on gravel roads, on tight turns. Hunter told me I was looking where I didn't want to go instead of looking where I need to go, which I feel he was right, because I was more worried about falling than I was riding the motorcycle. All my training that I had done in the past year and paid for went right out the window. I have to thank Hunter. He's a pro at this. He rides a KTM 1290 Super Adventure. I got to thank his father, Mr. Phil, Hunter's dad. He rode a Husky 701, and that man is 68 years old. But he's been doing this for years. He's the one that taught Hunter, so you can imagine how long he's been doing it. And then we picked up Jerome along the way, and he's from Illinois. He was riding a Honda Africa Twin. I have to thank all 3 of them because they kind of babysitted me for the rest of the ride, made sure that I was all right, and that if I dropped the bike, they were there to help me pick it up. Even though I was injured and I fell all these times, I did enjoy and love everything about this ride. The last thing I got to say before you actually see the video is, number 1, the Chattahoochee BDRX will not prepare you for the Colorado BDR. It just ain't no way. You might get a little taste of some rock, but you're not going to get the amount of rocks or the size of rocks that you get in Colorado. Hunter told me one time Colorado would take an inexperienced rider, chew him up and spit him out. Well, I don't feel like I got chewed up. I think it was my own fault for sitting down when you should be standing when you get on this type of road. I'm going to do it again. As soon as my knee gets better, maybe not this year, but the following year, I plan on riding Colorado again. Number 2, make sure you're in shape. You don't have to be in shape like a track star, but you need to be in shape. And if you have a tank bag, that's number 3. Lose the tank bag. Put it behind you, or get a small one. Don't have a tall one like I had. I had one of those Moscow Moto tank bags, and it was full. And it had me pushed back where I was hanging onto the handlebars. Sometimes I didn't feel like I was in control. I just felt like I was hanging on. As steep as some of these grades are, and you having to hang on instead of stand up, it'll wear you out. It wore me out. Or better yet, just don't use a tank bag. But last but not least, number 4, be on a motorcycle where you can touch the ground with more than your toes. In the video, you see I was riding a Tenere 700, and I had lowered it with lowering links and a shorter seat, but I was still on the balls of my feet. I was on my toes. And my biggest fear was dropping the bike when I come to a stop, because there were several times when I couldn't touch the ground and I ended up dropping the bike. As you can see behind me, there's a KTM 890 Adventure. It's not an Adventure R, it's an Adventure. And I can literally stand flat-footed across this motorcycle. So when I go back to do the BDR again, I'll be on this thing. That's it for now. You guys enjoy the video. My grandkids, if you're watching it, there's a lot out there in the world to see. Me and my wife are going to do this ride again, but we're going to do it in a Jeep. That way I can take her with me. One of the things, more than any, is when I got out there and started seeing this beautiful country, I was wishing the whole time that I had my wife and my grandkids with me, and my daughters. If there was a way I could bring them all, I would. But we're going to do it again this coming year, in 2026, but we're going to do it in a Jeep. That way I can bring my wife. We're going to camp out every night. Well, we'll camp out at least 3 nights and stay 1 night in the hotel. But I plan on doing it again on a motorcycle. So I'm not giving this up, and I don't quit. It's not in me. So you guys enjoy the video. Bye, y'all. This is the beginning of the overpass. We just left over. Up there is overpass. BDR was developed, I'm sure these people will get tired of all the Jeeps and motorcycles side by side coming through here. Whoa, catch me. Break. I was trying to keep it from falling over. I got it.
Grab the brake, dude.
I got it.
How's everybody doing?
Have you ever done this before?
No.
This the hard part? Well, it's all just loose shell. I haven't done it in this direction before.
Oh, you haven't?
What are you doing, letting air out?
Yeah, I'm letting some air out so I'm not bouncing all over the place. Alright, so this is like the go, no-go zone right here.
Right.
So you want to look up and make sure nobody else is coming down.
Jeep-wise.
Yeah, we're in a very good position right now. Of course, that sucker is right behind my finger. Oh no, it's right there. I'm gonna go first, get to where a switchback is at the top there.
Here comes the Rivian.
We gotta move. Now we're going down the backside of Open Pass. It's not as rough, ain't got near the rocks. I don't know what that white stuff is down there. It looks like snow almost. There's snow up there for sure. I don't know what that is. I mean, there's no snow anywhere else around it. I see what happened. On that shot guard. Damn.
Yeah, it vibrated out. I had that off before I came, so I don't know, maybe I just didn't get them tight. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, today's Friday. Whenever we, yep. We're good. Alright, now we're on Corkscrew Gulch. Pretty steep. A little rocky, not bad. Real dusty. I don't know yet. Hold on. I felt my knee pop. I come around that thing and it spun out on me.
I didn't think that thing had that much power.
Look, and I was sitting down too. Boy, I was sitting down, I come around that thing and give it gas. Let me see if I can walk on it.
Well, we got to get his bike out.
Okay, I think I'm okay. For a second there, I was wondering, these are...
Left-hander. Oh, let's hope nothing's broken.
If we...
Primarily used.
If I dragged the back end around here, it'd be a whole lot easier standing it up.
All right. It's leaking something, gas. It's gas coming out of the tank, I think. From the top up here. All right.
This is Alpine Loop. Looks a lot like the last part. Like an old mine or something right there. Yeah, just wore out, man.
We all have adventure bikes, and we were just talking about how this would be pretty rough.
It is fucking rough.
Well, your buddy's up there. He's...
Yep. Get it stood up, I'll get going.
Well, Scott here has a 10-ray himself.
I'm an adventure bike rider, I get it. I throw mine, I got a 10-ray.
You got your rear rack here. 1, 2, 3.
I was gonna say, let us do all the work because you're gonna be exhausted here. Yep. We got it, we got it.
I am exhausted.
We got it, relax, we get you.
Okay.
You good?
All right, good. Just gotta get started.
There's nothing worse than dropping your bike. After the third time you drop it, you're just like, I'm going back.
This is the third time.
Okay. Well,
Your peg might be, let's see if it'll come out. Yeah, you're good, okay.
Thanks, man.
Of course.
I appreciate it, guys.
where are you from?
Mississippi.
Oh, nice.
That's cool.
The hard part is the shell.
He's from Texas, and that guy's from Chicago.
That's a sweet bike. That's cool, man. I got 10 days. Go up in that silver truck, buddy.
Do what?
Go get in that silver truck.
I got you, buddy.
You gonna take it to the top?
Yeah.
I'll drop it.
You okay with that?
I don't mind. I mean, I can do it.
I know you can. It's just been a long day.
Yeah, we were just saying, after the third time you drop it,
Yeah.
you're
That's,
like,
that's the third time.
My dad's got one of those too. You guys have sweet bikes.
How we doing?
Oh man, shit. Getting rougher and rougher by the day.
I got the door for you.
This is some rough stuff, man.
Oh, excuse me.
You gonna help him with that, Jim?
Thanks.
I might just wait here for a second for your buddies to get up too. So
That's cool.
we were just saying we wish we had our adventure bikes up here too.
It's rough today for I don't know. This is the first time I've done this one.
Those Tenerades are fun. Is that your bike, the Tenerade?
Yeah, that was mine.
I love those things, man. They are so fun. So fun.
Small enough that.
I've got an Africa Twin like this. And our buddy's got a Tenerade like that. One of our buddies has that bike. How funny. See, that's the 701, isn't it?
That's a 701. That's a 80. That's a 78-year-old man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm sorry, 68.
68.
I'm 64.
Okay.
There's a bunch of old men out here trying to do what you young guys do.
Yeah, that's fun, man.
So fun.
It's fun.
All right, now we're going down the backside of this pass. Look at that pretty lake down there. Jeez. Tell you what, the views are fantastic. But you got to work for them. Huh?
Good?
I'm good.
Good. Jumping then.
Where's your dad? As long as I don't go down again. Where's your dad at?
He's right there.
You seen him?
Yeah.
I ain't seen him. Lake City.
Credit?
BDD. where we ate breakfast, second day. That's good food.